of ancient instruments sets the pace for a relay of runners gripping torches, a tradition nearly 500 years old. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti. It's an energy hard to match. More than 3,000 Catholics piling into the co-cathedral of St. Joseph to celebrate Our Lady of Guadalupe, the vision responsible for transforming a nation, converting Mexico from paganism to Christianity almost overnight. Currents News' Jessica Easthope tells us that faith, that fire, is still burning on the streets of New York.
We're now on our way. It's a walk that could take hours. This group is moving from the co-cathedral of St. Joseph in Prospect Heights to St. Michael's in Flushing. But they say Mary leads the way, and this flame and their faith keep them warm. Long before the flame touches it, Henry GIRON's torch is lit. His passionate devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe burns. Henry is one of 44 torch runners, bringing the light of Christ and mystery of Our Lady of Guadalupe back to their parishes across the Diocese of Brooklyn.
It's very important to us. It's very cultural and very religious devotion that we have. It's here and in Mexico. It's something that we've been taught from very little. And we're honestly, now that I'm a torch runner, it's an honor.
He's running his torch to presentation of the Blessed Virgin Mary in Jamaica, Queens for the first time.
No, it's not about the miles. It's more about the journey. It's very fun. It's very, it feels very close with the community.
Thousands of parishioners, mostly Mexicans, packed the co-cathedral for a Spanish Mass, kicked off with a display of heritage. Bishop Robert Brennan said just like Juan Diego spread the word of Our Lady through the streets of Mexico, so do Catholics today in the Diocese of Brooklyn.
It was the apparition of Mary to Juan Diego that brought the faith to Mexico. And now many of the people from Mexico and from other Latin American countries are coming here, bringing about a renewal of faith.
And just as the torches illuminate the streets, the light of Christ enters into the homes and hearts of the faithful.
Also, the candle is very important for us because it symbolizes the presence of Jesus in our parishes and our families.
It's a long journey, but the torch runners say it's worth it because it's a way of evangelizing. People stop them along the way and ask what's going on, and that keeps the message and a devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe going 500 years after it began. In Prospect Heights, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
But how did this great tradition begin? The Virgin of Guadalupe, like the Shroud of Turin, actually appeared on a piece of fabric. It was 1531 when she first appeared on a hill in Mexico. A peasant, Juan Diego, saw her there. She identified herself and asked him to build her a shrine. Juan Diego ran to the Archbishop of what is now Mexico City, but he dismissed Diego, demanding proof. So Diego returned to the hill and encountered Our Lady again. She told him to go to the top and pick some flowers to bring to the Archbishop. When he got there, he found Castilian roses, and they're not native to Mexico. But even more significant than that, his cloak, his tilma, was miraculously imprinted with a colorful image of the Virgin herself. All these years later, it remains the most sacred object in all of Mexico. Speaking of Mexico City, here's a look at celebrations at the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe. That's where Juan Diego's tilma is. More than 4 million people are expected to make a pilgrimage there, and it looks like crowds are already bigger than last year. COVID restrictions have curtailed the number of visitors since 2020. The thousands of torch runners symbolize just how fast the good news of that apparition spread and how it continues to do so all these centuries later. Let's take a look at exactly where the runners in Brooklyn and Queens are heading tonight. More than 44 parishes are participating. That's the largest number yet. As you can see, the people traveled to the corners of the diocese from Coney Island to deep downtown Flushing, spreading the light of Christ. For some, it takes hours. They won't reach their destinations until well after sunset. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.